Hello and welcome to New Fast Food. We've got a lot to talk about today, including the return of the Shamrock Shake at McDonald's, a new flavor of pie at Burger King, and quinoa may be coming to the menu at Chipotle. Let's get started. First up, the Shamrock Shake. You knew it was coming back. Now we know exactly when. It's going to be tomorrow, Wednesday, the 21st of February, at all participating McDonald's. You can get the Shamrock Shake, which of course is the green mint-flavored shake that comes annually to McDonald's, one of my favorites. It's going to be available for almost a month, all the way through St. Patrick's Day, obviously, and up until March 19th, officially. Now, I say officially because sometimes, you know, they still have some Shamrock Shake left, and it goes a few days after that. In fact, it seems like some of the McDonald's have got their Shamrock Shakes a little bit early. We've already got reports of some McDonald's already selling their Shamrock Shakes, so you may want to get out there if you're in a hurry to get one and see if your local McDonald's has already started selling them. No word yet on if they're going to have another funky promotion like they did last year when you remember they gave away those weird looking straws at a very limited amount of McDonald's actually, and even at those McDonald's there were very limited of those available. I went to go and try to get one, and I think the McDonald's that I went to only had like 17, and I was number 20 something in line. Did not get a straw. No word on if they're doing something like that again this year to promote the Shamrock Shakes. Only word yet right now is that they are coming back tomorrow, Wednesday the 21st. My take, of course, I love the Shamrock Shake. It's one of my favorite fast food drinks, desserts, whatever you want to call it. It's one of the few, well, probably the only time out of the year that I'll get a milkshake at McDonald's is when they have the Shamrock Shake. So I'm excited that they're back. I'm looking forward to going out and get one as soon as I can. In our next bit of news, Burger King is releasing a new flavor of pie. They're calling it the pie made with Twix. So obviously it's like a Twix flavored pie. No word on why they're calling it the pie made with Twix instead of just the Twix pie. Although they do have some history of doing this before. They've had the Snickers pie, which they didn't call the Snickers pie. They call it the pie made with Snickers. But then on the flip side, they've also had the Reese's peanut butter cup pie, which they did call the Reese's peanut butter cup pie. So not sure on why some candies get the full name treatment and some get the other one. I'm not sure. There may be a strange FDA regulation that says that you can only call it the Twix pie if it has a certain percentage of Twix in the pie. I don't know if that's true. I'm just speculating here. This is the first new pie that Burger King has released in over a year. Last December, they released the Oreo cheesecake pie. So it's been over a year since then. And here comes the new pie made with Twix. Now this came out late last week, too late to make the Friday episode of New Fast Food, but so it has been out for a few days now. In fact, the YouTube reviews are already coming in, with most reviewers noting that it's good but not great, and notably not as good as the Oreo cheesecake that they did release last year and is still available. My take is I'm excited to see Burger King continue the candy bar themed line of pies. I like the Snickers pie. I never tried the Oreo cheesecake pie, but this Twix pie also sounds pretty good. Overall, I prefer the Burger King style of pies over the fruit style pies that say McDonald's has or KFC. Other fast food restaurants have fruit flavored pies. In fact, Burger King has had those too, but Burger King also has these sort of cream pies that are a lot of times candy bar themed, and I prefer those. Although I don't eat a lot of fast food desserts, I think I've mentioned this before, I prefer the salty taste, so instead of getting a dessert with my meal, I'd rather just get a larger size of fries or maybe an extra sandwich. It's hard enough to get me to order a Shamrock Shake once a year. You won't find me ordering very many other desserts at fast food restaurants or anywhere else for that matter. The only question I have left about the pie made with Twix is whether it's made with left Twix or right Twix. In our next bit of news, Chipotle is testing quinoa in their public test kitchen in New York City. This is the same test kitchen that they tested the queso at before, and now they've added quinoa to the menu as an ingredient that can be added to your entrees. It's obviously a very new thing for Chipotle to be offering, so they've put out a recommendation about how it's best served, and they're saying it's best added to a salad entree or substituted for rice in one of the burrito bowls or just straight burritos. Now you may remember from last week that Chipotle hired a new CEO. It's Brian Niccol coming over from Taco Bell. Although he's only been there for less than a week now, it's very unlikely that this new quinoa ingredient is the result of him being brought in as CEO. My guess is that it will take at least 3 months before we see anything that's influenced by Brian Niccol at Chipotle. In fact, major changes is going to be longer than that. And things just don't happen overnight at these big corporations. Now, I mentioned that this public test kitchen in New York is the same place where they tested queso, and then the queso ended up going nationwide. But don't count on the quinoa to necessarily go nationwide. Not everything that's tested in the New York location ends up going nationwide. They've been testing nachos at that test kitchen in New York for quite some time now, and there's no indication that that is headed to go nationwide. So this quinoa just started testing in New York. It's going to be a while before they're able to judge whether or not it's popular enough and whether the demand is there in the rest of the country to bring the quinoa nationwide. My take on the quinoa is I'm excited about it. I know when I go to Chipotle, it's always a struggle for me to try to make my bowl or burrito, whatever I'm ordering, healthier while at the same time adding enough of the stuff that I want to eat. And it's also a struggle for me to eat healthy at home with things like quinoa when it's not always something that I'm eager to prepare for myself. So if I can just go to Chipotle, I'm going down the line and I say, yeah, put some in my bowl. That's really easy, and I feel really good about it when I'm eating my bowl. So I'm excited. I really hope that the quinoa does go nationwide. Although I'm the type of person who I want to eat healthy, but it is a struggle. Instead of substituting the rice for quinoa, I'd more likely be the type of person that's going to say, yeah, give me the white rice, the brown rice, and the quinoa. And don't skimp on that quinoa. And finally, in deal news, if you missed out on last week's Domino's $5.99 large carry-out special, first of all, shame on you. But don't worry too much. Pizza Hut has a new promotion that they started this week. It goes now through February 25th. And they're doing half off all online orders. So this, although a little more versatile than the Domino's $5.99 carry-out special, which limited you to 2 toppings on your large pizza, this goes for any pizza on the menu, 50% off, but you're not able to get the pizzas down to the same deal level as that Domino's $5.99 large pizza was. In fact, messing around with the Pizza Hut website at my local Pizza Hut, the lowest priced large pizza I could come up with was a cheese pizza for $7.24. That's a good deal for a large pizza, but it's still over $1 more than the Domino's deal was last week. Just underlying why that is such a great deal. Now, upgrading that cheese pizza with 2 toppings to match the Domino's deal, the price at my local Pizza Hut was well over $8. So your mileage may vary. Prices may be different at your local Pizza Hut. In fact, I'd be curious to know what's the lowest priced pizza you can get at your local Pizza Hut using this 50% off promo. Let me know in the comments. And that's our show for today. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about any of the stories that we talked about today. What do you think about the Shamrock Shake? Are you a huge fan like I am? Or are you going to make sure to go out and get one as soon as you can? What do you think about this new pie made with Twix from Burger King? It came out late last week. Have you had a chance to try it yet? Let me know in the comments. And what do you think about this quinoa being served at Chipotle? Would you like to see that rolled out nationwide, or are you perfectly fine with your burritos sans quinoa? Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, it's okay. You can give it a thumbs down. Subscriptions are flying off the shelf. Make sure you get yours today. Just click the subscription button. It's okay. You deserve it. Thank you one more time for watching. I'll see you next time here on New Fast Food. New videos every Tuesday and Friday.